Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, giving you another full game recap. Rolling once again with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be my new team that I'll be using on regs. Going against the Baltimore Ravens and having to contain the Lamar Jackson effect. So I'm going to be using West Coast as my offense and my defense. And also I'll be using Tennessee as my defense. Going to be using a lot of 34 even and also the 3-3-5 odd nickel defense. Right here, actually, he throws right into basically coverage right there, actually getting a nice little interception. Now, I'm going to be featuring the pistol as my base formation. In particular, the reason why I jumped into this is this power O play is very, very effective. I actually thought that a lot of power O's running plays are dead, but this one in particular, the blocking is extremely fast. You're going to get basically a guard and a fullback that's going to get up to the second level, taking out linebackers, and it'd be very effective. I'll also jump into the ace. I didn't have as much success with the ace against this guy as I'd like to, but right here I'm able to go and capitalize and get a touchdown. So on defense, once again, I'll be using the 34 even and also the 3-3-5 odd. And right here hits me on like a little corner route. I get a bad animation with my defender, and he's off to the races to get a nice little touchdown right there. They tie the game 7-7, and it's not going to be a high-scoring game after this. I'm pretty much going to let you know that there's not going to be a lot of scoring. So right here is one of the things about this power O. I flip the play. I actually go ahead and flip it to the opposite side of where it's supposed to run. It works like a counter, but it's a very, very fast acting counter. You can see right here I get really good seal blocking. And if you have better stick, like if you're a better user than I am with running, I think you need to check this out. Once again, in the West Coast playbook, it is the pistol strong slot, I believe, is the formation, and I'm probably going to explore this formation a little bit more and try to build out a full scheme, because that running play is extremely difficult to stop. And what's great about it is that you can quick snap into it and get really good. So look at the blocking right here. The blocking is unbelievable. The guy was out of position. Now this guy was not the best Madden player. He's a novice at best. But you could see that he was trying to make adjustments to it, and if I'm quick snapping a run play and I'm actually getting really good blocking, it's going to be great. So right here, I pretty much anticipated to be man coverage, so I hit him with a little hitch route off to the side. Not very effective with passing out of the scheme, but look at the running lanes right here. I'm actually getting good blocking. You can see my fullback is going all the way, or my tight end is going all the way back to the safeties and taking on blockers, and I'm just quick snapping this ball right here. So if I would have took a good angle, got off towards the pylon, I probably would have done a little bit better. And back into the single back ace, I was in the lab ahead of time doing trying to do some stuff right here. Actually throw the ball outside of the end zone right there. He was actually open for a touchdown. And then I come back to this flanker under route. I'm looking, because he's got basically single high safety. I'm looking to the seams. I try to pop this tight end, and the ball pops up and drops into his hands. So that's just another garbage interception. I'm going to have a couple bad reads out of the single back ace formation, which I have a different version of it I had really good success with, but I struggled with this particular playbook, and I'll clean that up as I move along. So right here, huddles. I jump into a cover 2 version of this defense. Messes up his reads a little bit, and I have a nice little block shed. They actually go ahead and sack him. So this guy wasn't fast on his reads. He waited for the coverage to break down and made a decision, and then he actually started taking off this quarterback. So right here, got some pressure off the edge, sent the dogs after him, and then go into cover 4. I think he huddled me and actually spied up my middle linebacker, and he actually takes a shot up top. I get a nice little animation with my defensive back, and look at this play right here. I go off the sideline. I got some good sealed blocking right here. I got a big guy. I'm able to go and jiggle around and get past and actually take it into the end zone, going up 14-7. Against my opponent. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second half. I'm spreading out my defensive line. I started crashing my defensive line, but right here actually tries to take a shot out top. And once again, this guy really wasn't the best Madden player, because he just didn't seem to be able to find the mismatches that he was looking for. I got a little block shed right here with this particular situation, able to go and get another sack with Barnett. And I think I jumped into a different coverage right here. I don't recall what I did. Let's see the coverage. Okay, so I actually went into Mike's scrape blitz and actually put all my guys and put them in yellows, and he exposed it with his running quarterback right here, makes a little move right there, juke move, and gets the ball down. So it's 4th and inches situation, so this is actually a pretty good situation for him. All I do is I bunch up my line. I don't think I crashed him in, but I did, but he actually is able to get a first down right there. So that was a good play by him. Now he goes into a 3 tight end set. I'm still anticipating this guy to run. He never runs except he runs with his quarterback. So this is actually a good move right here. I go and knock him down to the sideline. The clock is still moving. Minute and 28 seconds left. He flips the play. I think he huddles. I go ahead and spy up one of my guys, and I get a nice little shed block off the edge with David to go and sack him. So 2nd and 18 situation. Once again, I send some dogs after him. He does not make a fast read because this guy he depended on the play to break down, and basically for him to go ahead and take off this quarterback. So I double spy my middle linebackers right here. So I've got some speed out there with my little middle linebacker, and he actually throws a cross body blindly. And look at this, he actually almost gets a good animation right there. So this guy didn't have the stick. If he had better user skills, that probably could have turned into an ugly play like that for him right there. So I basically man everybody up. He takes a shot up top. I go with the SWAT animation because I don't need to intercept it down there. So just SWAT it. Get the ball in a short field, and try to go ahead and get a field goal opportunity. So right here, back to the power row, he actually bottles it up. I've got all 3 of my timeouts. 19 seconds is an eternity. I go with a different setup. I got to lab this. The fullback spot was actually wide open from the underneath, and I actually missed that. Took a shot up top. Go back to the same play again, and he actually manually takes away the tight end, and the fullback is wide open. Actually, the deep post was wide open, but I throw the corner out, get a completion, go ahead and take a timeout. I got one more play. I decided to run the ball to try to catch him off guard. I get perfect blocking and almost get the ball in. It moves off, and I actually get 2 seconds left. I'll take the points. I'm getting the ball in the second half, so I'm going to go up by 2 scores. That is smart football. If you want to win more games, you got to play smart football. This guy wasn't playing smart football. He was making a lot of bad judgment decisions and stuff like that. So, that's one of the things that when you're playing someone, you can tell whether they're a smart player or a player that likes to win games because of the decisions they make. So right here, this is kind of like a sail play. I jump it down to the fullback. I get a really good animation. He actually clicks on and pushes guy out of territory, and able to go and pick up some garbage yards on a play that should have been stopped. It actually bottles this up really nice. They actually had a contain out there or something because I couldn't get it to the outside. So I jump into the spread formation. I had to show this to him the entire time. And I try to go and hit the in route on the back inside, but look at the defensive back playing that route perfectly. Like he knew exactly. He didn't anticipate. He perfectly anticipated the route. He actually knew it. So I threw right into coverage with the anticipation that I wouldn't do that. So right here, I get a nice little block shed with the contain defense. You can see I'm spreading my guys out. I'm crashing them out. And that's getting me single coverage. And he actually hits me with a slant. So this is actually a smart adjustment by him. I had off coverage. He slants up his backside guy and actually takes a shot at it. So I go with the cover 2 version of this. He actually takes off this quarterback. He gets a nice run right there. Takes it down to the 12-yard line. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Once again, I think I go with cover 2. This messes him up a little bit. He does not get rid of the ball. I get a sack right here to get him down on the 35-yard line. Now I go ahead and send the dogs after him. I'm going to send a bunch of guys. He actually throws back to the slant again. That was his adjustment. It was actually a fairly smart adjustment right there with that slant. So go back with the blitz again, but this time I spy up one of my guys, and he actually runs right into one of my contains off the right-hand side. 33 yards out, 4th and 30. Smart decision, but he totally shanks the field goal, giving me the ball right back again. So I'm back into this offense. It's the first time I've used it. It's all about this play, this basically power O, flipping this power O and just seeing what I can do with it. He's got his defense spread out. I get some pretty good seal blocking. Look at this. I'm able to go and get the ball down to the 40-yard line. So I'm going to build a scheme around this. I tried the inside split zone as a complement to this. I don't know if I'd necessarily like this, but I'll be playing around with this and making a full scheme for my patrons. So once again, back to the power O. He gets a nice little block shed, contains it. But you can see I've got over 100 yards. Now I jump back into the ace formation. And He's showing me, he played a lot of man coverages, so I'm actually going to do the little flanker drive. I try to hit him in the seam, and I force the ball in there. I was making a lot of bad decisions with this ace formation. Now, this is a play I should have used previously, because 4th and 10, the guys float up. They float up. I should be checking down underneath, but that would not give me the yardage, so I actually force it into the corner route. And that was just a bad decision. I should not have run that play on a 4th down situation, 4th and 10. That's just not enough yardage for me to do that. So it was just a bad decision. So right here, he gets a nice little animation with the juke move on the slant. I was basically giving that to him when I was running that contain defense. I was anticipating him running the ball with his running back, but he didn't do that. He would pass, wait for the play to break down, and that's just when you're basically your defense is just, or your offense essentially is one-dimensional, where you're just running with your quarterback, and that's your whole scheme. You're not going to win a lot of games when you're doing that, because eventually the defense is going to catch up. Now here's a good play. He actually goes ahead and he rolls off. He actually gets the ball down to the 1-yard line. He burns a timeout right here. This is a very bad decision. This is going to come back and haunt him. You're going to see this in the next few minutes. But he actually goes ahead and rolls out and gets the ball into the end zone. So he kicks the ball back to me. I do the little power roll right there, kick it outside, almost get some pretty good blocking. Then I come right back to the power roll, get the perfect blocking, and now I'm just chewing the clock down as much as possible. So minute and 18 seconds left. I'm going to do the inside zone version of this particular play, chew the clock down. He's not burning his timeout, so he's got the ball down to 38 seconds right here. Go ahead and do an inside zone once again. Now he burns the timeout. So 3rd and 10 situation, I'm going to go with the ace stretch play. I get very good blocking, get the ball down to the yard line. Now, I thought about going for it, but I figured I'm going to punt. I'm going to give him an opportunity to basically go ahead and get into field goal range with 3 yards. And this guy didn't have a scheme. I could go confidently know that he doesn't know how to manipulate coverages to go ahead and get his guys open. So I wasn't really worried about it. He's just going to basically wait for his players to break down. That was a good play. Actually hit it to the sideline, but 4 seconds, basically 4 seconds left. He's done. He's got no timeout. I'm going to spy up my middle guy. I'm not going to worry about the tight end. 4 seconds, he's not going to be able to go and get it in the end zone. And right here, actually throws into coverage, or throws to the sideline, doesn't get the animation, and that's it. So once again, guys, this is basically a scheme I jumped into against a guy that was just running around with his quarterback. Scheme over team, making reads, making right decisions are going to help you win your games, and breaking down in defense is just not going to do it. So once again, thank you for your support. Until next time.